괜찮아요? 뭐야? 이게 난가봐. 나 손 다쳤어. 에디스 핀치. 넘겨. 왜?
A lot of this isn't going to make sense to you.
잠깐만요. 소리가 좀 작은데? 대화를 좀 이렇게 해서 게임 자체 소리를 좀 키우자. 이렇게 하면 될 것 같아.
And I'm sorry about that. I'm just going to start at the beginning.
처음부터 시작하지.
Yeah,
집부터. 이게 음성이 나오니까 처음부터 시작하지. 집부터. 무서운 거 아니지?
I lived here until I was 11, but I wasn't allowed inside half the rooms.
난 여기서 11시까지 살았지만 집에 있는 방들 중에서 절반은 들어가지 못했다.
I hadn't been back since my brother Lewis's funeral.
나는 루이스 오빠의 장례식 후에 돌아오지 않았었다. 그러니까 배 나온 것 같은데? 아, 가슴이네.
In her will, my mother left me a key, but didn't tell me what it unlocked.
어머니의 유서에 나를 위해 남긴 열쇠가 있었지만 열쇠가 뭘 여는지는 알려주지 않았다.
Maybe she thought I'd know. Or she thought that the mystery would be enough to bring me back.
아마 내가 알 것이라고 생각한 것일까? 아니면 비밀이 궁금해진 내가 돌아올 것이라 생각했을지도 모른다. 야, 이거 무서운 거야? 어떻게 큰일 났다.
No one had driven this way in a long time, but I saw a few hoof prints.
아주 오랫동안 아무도 이 길로 운전하지 않았다. 하지만 동물 발자국은 몇 개 봤다. 분위기만 무서운 거지? 갑툭튀 없지? 뭐야? 꺼져! 저리가.
The truth is, even after I inherited the house, I never thought I'd come back to it.
사실은 집을 상속받은 후에도 여기로 돌아올 것이라고는 생각하지 못했다.
But now I had questions about my family that only the house knew the answers to.
하지만 지금은 가족에 대한 질문들이 생겼고 그 집만이 답을 줄 수 있었다. 자막이 되게 예쁘게 나오네요.
The house was exactly like I remembered it, the way I'd been dreaming about it.
집은 나의 기억 그대로였다. 꿈에서 나온 그 모습이었다. 여기가 집인가 봐. 집 되게 높은데? 몇 층이냐 저게?
As a child, the house made me uncomfortable in a way I couldn't put into words.
어렸을 때 집은 말로 표현할 수 없는 방식으로 불편함을
Now,
주었다.
as a 17-year-old, I knew
17살?
exactly what those words were. I was afraid of the house.
17살이 된 지금 나는 정확하게 집이 뭐 죄송해요. 너무 빨라서 못 읽었네요. 이 게임 잔인하다고? 내가 잔인한 건 볼 수 있어. 내가 무서운 걸 못 봐.
I hoped the key might unlock the front door. It didn't.
안 열렸어.
Looking in, I felt like the house itself had been waiting for me.
집이 날 기다리고 있는데 어떻게 들어가? 다른 길을 찾아야 되나? 야, 나 무서워. 나 이거 왜 켰지? 어떡해. 엄마. 여기? 아닌데?
I heard something moving around in the garage.
아, 어디. 어디가. 여보세요? 선생님? 여기로 가는 게 맞아?
Crawling through the doggy door used to be a lot easier when I was 11. The power had been turned off the night we left.
전원을 꺼두었대. 차고에 뭘 했다 했어.
For the first time in years,
정말 오랜만에 처음으로
I felt like I was home.
집에 있는 느낌이 들었다. 좀 지저분한데?
But instead of a family, there were just memories of one.
책을 좀 많이 좋아하나 본데? 추억만 남아있었대.
Like how after Lewis started working at the cannery, we all got sick of eating salmon. Except our cat, Molly.
고양이 몰리만 체하고 나도 다봉이 있는데.
Or how only one restaurant would deliver to our house. So we had Chinese a lot.
중식을 많이 시켜 먹고. 아, 무슨 소리예요?
The table was still a wreck from the night we left.
떠난 밤 그대로 테이블은 엉망진창이었대. 집을 떠난 건가? 이거는 약간 몸이 불편하신
My mom was the only one of us who could imagine Great Grandma Edie living in a nursing home.
증조 할머니 에디가 요양원에 사는 것을 상상할 수 있었다.
It was like a bomb had gone off, killing everyone but sparing the furniture.
폭탄이 젖었어. 아, 나 이 게임 왜 했지? 아,
Nothing in the house looked abnormal. There was just too much of it,
뭔가
like a smile with too
너무
many
많이
teeth.
있었다. 이를 드러낸.
Even the fireplace had a story. Edie told me the bricks came from the original house after it sank.
어디가?
Mom always told me to stay out of the basement, so I wasn't too surprised when the key didn't fit.
지하실? 나중에 지하실. 아. 나 오르골이
Great
제일
Grandpa
싫어.
Sven built a music box for Barbara, along with the rest of the house.
제발 꺼주세요. 야, 꺼봐. 꺼주세요. 아, 이거 봐봐. 여기 귀신이 이 아이를 잡으러 가는 잡으러 가는 것처럼 생겼어.
My mom wasn't much of an optimist, but she never stopped believing that my brother Milton was alive.
에?
A lot of things got left behind in the whirlwind of that last night.
폭풍 같았다. 뭐야 이 글루건은 2층이야?
After Milton disappeared, Mom sealed up all the bedrooms.
밀턴이 사라지고 모든
Then Edie
침실을 잠갔다.
retaliated and drilled peepholes.
그 다음에 보복으로 에디가 드릴로 들여다보는 구멍을 뚫었다. 에바야 관음증 에반데. 이게 그 구멍이고 뭐야 이건 애기 방인가? 스벤 이다. 뭐야? 누구세요? 빅풋?
Whenever people ask
괴물
me
있나
about my
봐.
family, the first thing they always want to know about is Barbara.
바바라 핀치? 좀 유명한 연예인인가? 다락방 에반데?
Edie's father Odin built the original house.
냉하? 선행이 왔다고? 아, 공포 게임 아니야? 아, 그래? 아니, 무서워서. 뭐야, 이 전설.
Mom must have locked the third floor stairs on the night
엄마가
before.
3층 계단을 잠근 것 같다. 열쇠 있잖아. 대체 어디 가는 거지? 이게 지나다닌 곳은 어두워지는 것 같은데? 소리 들리는 것 같기도 하고. 무슨 소리 났나? 개 무섭다고? 오줌 쌀 뻔했다고? 에반 컨트롤 밝기 최대. 마우스 감도 카메라 십자수 거지. 그래픽 밝기. 오 씨. 똑같이 무서운데? 품질 낮음.
I spent a lot of time playing in Great Uncle Walter's room.
증조 할아버지 방에서 많이 놀았다.
I think my mom sometimes regretted not sealing it up.
이 방은 안 잠갔나 봐. 뭐야 이 끄심 효과 뭐지? 이 끄심 효과 여기서 드리프트 한번 하고 꺾여가지고 밖에 나간 이 흔적 굉장히 흥미로운데요?
Lewis told me there were secret passages, but I never believed him.
비밀 통로가 있다 했지만 난 믿지 않았다. 열쇠로다가 왜 열려? 책 뭐야 이 책에 뭐가 있나?
Turns out, my mom was really good at keeping secrets. Now it was time to find out what my mom had been afraid of.
엄마. 여기 비밀방.
From the paintings on the wall, it was clear my brother Milton had been here before me.
키우는 그 몰리 고양인가?
Reading this, maybe it sounds like I had a plan. But I had no idea what was behind that door.
밝다. 밝은 게 최고야.
Just like I had no idea where all this was gonna lead.
어떻게 된지 전혀 몰랐다고? 나도 모르겠는데? 애기 여자 방인데? 숨겨져 있는 건가? 여기. 얘
I
방,
got the sense Edie had spent a
몰리?
lot of time
뭐야,
here
고양이잖아.
before my mom sealed the doors.
잠그기 전에 여기서 많이 보냈다. 뭐지?
December 13th,
나의
1947.
일기장.
Dear Diary,
나의
I'll be
일기장.
gone
나는
soon,
곧
but I
사라지겠지만
wanted to tell
무슨 일이
somebody
일어날지
about what's
누군가에게
gonna
말하고
happen.
싶다.
It started when
엄마가
Mom
저녁
sent me
식사를
to
주지
bed
않고
without dinner. I woke up and I was starving, so I looked around for something to eat.
저빌버기?
The gerbil food was dry, but I didn't mind it.
에바야. 토끼 간식 에바야.
Mom, can I come out now?
Sweetheart, it's late. Go to sleep.
근데 원래 애기 방을 이렇게 잠그고 있나?
I ate a lot of
뭐야,
things
장식품
that
아니야? 냠냠. 나도 배고픈데.
I
오른쪽,
kept eating and
오른쪽
eating.
사플. 파밍 개꿀이래. 무서운 거 아니야? 아니 누가 무섭대. 선행이도 무섭다 했는데? 뭐야 치아 왜 먹어? 어씨.
Then I heard chirping outside my window.
창밖에서 지저귀는 소리를 들었다.
It was a barn swallow going back to her nest.
제비였다.
I reached out for her.
안돼 안돼. 죽어요.
And suddenly,
어?
I was a cat.
뭐야 이거 판타지야? 뭐야? 어떻게 뛰어? 야 뛰는 길을 안 알려줬어. 뭐야 씨.
I tried to be quiet, but the bird was really scared.
뭐지?
I jumped and I almost got her.
꿈을 꾸는 건가? 펄쩍 뛰어서 새를 잡을 뻔했다. 새 어딨니?
I could tell she was getting really tired.
하지만 피곤해졌다.
Now I was up in the big tree.
큰
I
나무에
promised Dad I wouldn't climb it anymore. All I cared about was eating that mama bird.
새를 먹는 것을 솔렸다고?
And suddenly, I was an owl.
에반데? 뭐야 이거?
First, all I heard was the wind. Then I heard little teeth nibbling in the grass.
뭐야 이거? 새를 먹었어. 그리고 올빼미가 됐대.
Rabbits.
토끼?
I imagined his face looking up and seeing mine through my talons. I swallowed him up, and I didn't chew one bit.
자랑할 게 아닌데?
Then I flew off to find something bigger.
꿈인 것 같은데? 꿈속을 꿈이지 않을까? 약간 조금 이런 거를 당연하다고 적은 거 자체가
A mama
어리니까
rabbit.
엄마 토끼? 에바 엄마 에반데?
She was almost too big to carry. I started choking, but I couldn't stop eating.
질식했대 먹는데 한 번에 입에 넣고 있죠?
Suddenly, I was a shark.
에? 뭐야 이거? 망상 게임인데 이거? 뭐야? 어우씨. 뭐야 이 팔딱이? 응? 야 상어 물 없으면 죽어.
I rolled off a cliff and into the ocean. Now,
아 심해.
hungrier than ever.
어느 때보다 배고파졌다. 어우씨. 나 심해 공포증 있는데? 아래로 내려가고. 저거 뭐야?
I wanted fat, juicy seals.
이거 컨트롤이 너무 어려운데?
I tore off her flipper, and it tasted really good.
맛이 좋았다고? 어디 갔어? 저기 있다. 옆으로다가.
I grabbed on tight, but I was so hungry, I jumped out of the water.
물 밖으로 뛰어나왔다.
When I opened my eyes, everything had changed.
바뀌었다고? 촉수물?
Now I was a monster, and I smelled people everywhere.
사람 냄새를 맡았다.
was big, but I moved real quiet.
씨, 아, 나, 씨. 뭐야? 아, 문어 이모티콘. 문하.
I wanted to stop, but also I didn't.
사람 또 있다. 뭐야, 나 어딨지? 아씨, 나 꼈어. 아이씨. 아이씨, 냠냠냠.
After the last passenger, I was still hungry. And across the water, I smelled something new. Something I had to have.
꼭
so I
가지고 싶은
swam
것이었다?
towards it. I slithered onto the sand, and the good smell went into an old pipe.
오래된 파이프 안으로 들어갔다. 야, 이거 너무 이해가 안 되는데? 아, 변기?
I got closer and closer.
야, 이거 몰리 얘 방이잖아. 여자의 방이잖아요. 설마 본인도 먹는 거 아니야, 이거?
All my stomach started growling. And suddenly, I was me again. I held my breath for a long time, but I couldn't hear anything. I think it's waiting for me to fall asleep. But it's not going to wait much longer. It needs to feed, and we both know I will be delicious.
I'm not sure if I believed all of that, but I'm sure Edie would have.
지금 이게 저 여자가 지고 이 가족 이거를 타는 건가? 고양이 소리. 몰리니? 왜 너 사람이야?
This will be obvious later, but my mom never told me any of these stories. Edie would have, but mom didn't like bringing up the past.
엄마는
Well,
과거를
When we
들추기
adopted
싫어했다.
a stray kitten, she was the one who named it Molly. I spent a lot of time in Great Grandma Edie's room.
누구야?
Edie knit me a new pair of gloves every year, just in time to replace the old ones. Louis died a week before we left, but Edie had already started to memorialize him.
아까 거기 펭귄 방이다. 애기 방이 아니네?
For 500 years, the Finches have been famous throughout Norway for their fortune and misfortune.
핀치 가문은 노르웨이 전체에서 행운과 불운의 문제로 유명했다. 이게 이렇게 되는 거구나.
Odin Finch buries the latest victims of the family curse, his wife Ingeborg and their newborn son, Johan.
저주로 인해서 죽은 피해자를 묻었다. 그의 아내 이네보르와 갓 태어난 아들 요한. 이거 개 공포 게임이에요.
On
아울라스트.
January 7th, 1937, he set sail with his family
그의 집을 가서
and his
바다로
house.
갔다. 집이 저주가 걸린 거야?
But 40-foot waves off the coast of Washington send the house and Odin to the bottom of the sea.
바다 밑바닥으로 버렸다.
Odin's daughter Edie, with husband Sven and baby Molly, step ashore on their new home, Orcas Island.
해안에 발을 디뎌.
Odin Finch is the first to be buried in the new family cemetery.
오딘 핀치는 새 가족 묘지에 처음 묻힌 사람이었다.
His daughter Edie is
가문에
already
저주 걸려서
joined
근데 왜
the new
집으로
Finch
옮겼냐?
house.
그의 딸 에디는 벌써 새로운 핀치 가족의 집을 꿈꾼다. 어떻게 꺼? 어떻게 꺼? 다 봤어. 다 봤어. 어떻게 끄는지 아는 사람. 움직이면 되네. 오딘. 어디
Whatever's
쪽이냐?
wrong with this family, it goes back a long ways.
근데 이거 너무 많아가지고 기억을 못할 것 같은데? 그럼 오딘도 본 건가? 집에 또 다른 거 없고?
Even in her 90s, sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother.
에디는 90이 넘어도 젊어 보였다. 뭐야? 벌레 아니야?
The only trace Grandpa Sam's first wife Kay left on the house was the pink bathroom.
분홍색 욕실.
It was a pretty big trace.
에바야! 비밀 통로 진짜 에반디?
There's a secret
phew.
in this bathroom.
휴. 비밀이 있다 욕실에는.
It's in the last place you would look.
상상하지 못할 곳에
It isn't in the cupboard.
찬장 안에 있지 않다.
It's hidden in this book.
아이씨, 짜증나. 오케이.
Sven gave Sam an old camera he'd refurbished. He never put it down.
카메라를 내려놓은 적이 없었다. 뭐야 이거? 뭐야 왜 연결돼 있냐? 오케이 다음 방. 뭐지? 이 선은?
I knew Grandpa Sam had a twin,
쌍둥이 형제가 있었다. 할아버지가.
and that he never talked about him.
구성원. 아니 가족 구성원이 너무 많아가지고 알지를 못하겠어. 기억이 안 나. 투 커맨드 센터? 이 전선은 여기까지
I guess
연결돼
my
있네.
grandpa didn't like history any more than my mom did.
할아버지는 엄마만큼이나 가족사를 싫어했다. 나 씨.
How I Want to Remember My Birth by Sam Finch.
샘 핀치.
The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it.
얘는
My
왜 또
brother said
다쳤어?
he'd die before he ate another mushroom.
나도 버섯
And he
진짜 죽을 때까지 안 먹을 건데.
At Barbara's funeral, we swore we'd never be afraid again.
장례식에서 두려워하지 않을
He wasn't.
것이다라고 했다.
I think Calvin always wanted to fly.
헬비는 날고 싶다.
Sam!
네.
Dinner's ready.
네.
Coming! But
멈춰.
that day, he finally made up his mind to do it.
멈춰. 밥 먹자. 뭐야? 뛰어내리라고? 설마 진짜로? 리얼이야? 리얼이야? 아니지? 리얼이야?
I told him going around was impossible. Maybe if I hadn't said that,
Calvin, I'm not gonna tell you again.
maybe if the wind hadn't picked up, then
Yeah.
maybe he'd still be here. But I doubt.
이때 죽었나 봐. 어머 세상에.
I think he'd already made up his mind. That's what I want to remember about my brother.
이 미친놈.
The day he made up his mind to fly, and he did.
Calvin's story felt strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing.
근데 이거는 약간 조금 이 게임에 모순이 있는 게 저도 어렸을 때 한 바퀴 돌라고 혼자 이렇게 했거든요. 근데 저렇게 안 돼요. 이렇게 올라가다가 이 중반쯤에 내 무게 때문에 이렇게 떨어지던데 뒤로. 난 그랬는데. 나 그래서 막 머리 뒤통수 깨지고 그랬거든요. 원래 저렇게 안 돌아요. 아, 꿈이 우중 비행사라? 아, 그런가 보다. 뭐야, 씨, 깜짝이야, 씨.
After the funeral, Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room.
아, 공간 절반을 밧줄로 막았다. 아, 그러네. 반반 이 형의 그거를 막았네. 실로폰? 아, 뭐야. 아, 진짜 싫다. 어우, 씨, 깜짝이야, 씨. 놀래라. 뭐야, 저 얼굴 뭐야? 뭐야, 저 얼굴 뭐야?
The passages were a pretty tight fit. They'd obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies.
넌 누구니? 여기도 방이 있는데 여기도 있거든. 여기부터 갈까? 아, 여기 나가는 데네. 둘 다 나가는 거네? 아니네.
Growing up,
다른 데다.
I always thought of Barbara as a
아,
child.
나 진짜 깜짝이야. 괜찮아, 무섭지 않아. 뭐야, 다시 가? 나 우선. 아, 뭐야. 발바라.
I never thought about how hard it must have been for her afterwards.
아, 유명 아역 배우?
Of all the stories people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
바바라 핀치의 놀라운 결말.
Old Jack here with another ghastly tale inspired by America's most
미국의 가장 불운한 가족으로부터 영감을 받은 무시무시한 이야기를
the surprise ending of
들려주겠다.
Barbara Finn.
그 제목은 바바라 핀치의 놀라운 결말.
As a child star, Barbara was famous.
아역
for her
스타였던 바바라는 비명 소리로 유명했다.
Now at 16, she was all washed up. A has-been.
전성기가
But
지난
in a
아역 배우.
lucky break, she'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans. It was just the boost her career needed.
연기해달라는 부탁을 받았다.
Her scream hadn't aged well.
비명 소리는 쇠퇴했다.
Getting better. I think you just need the right motivation.
Her biggest fan and current boyfriend, Rick, was
남자친구
about to
릭이
demonstrate when...
Now that was a great scream.
진짜
It was
죽은 거 아니야?
Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room. So Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter.
막내 동생 윌터를 돌봐야만
Her
했다.
comeback was cancelled.
컨벤션으로 컴백하는 기회는 취소됐다.
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
That came from the basement.
You're right! Also, I loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages. There's a key hidden in the music box. The secret is to keep winding and winding until finally the key pops out.
Thanks, babe. I'll be back in a sec.
20 minutes later, Rick hadn't returned. So Barbara went to look for him, right on cue. She reached for the music box. And as she wound the key, she listened for Rick, but the house was silent. She found Rick's crutch and imagined the worst.
The gang's leader is the infamous Hookman killer, Dr. Carl Hamill, who impaled and then ate his family 10 years ago tonight.
자신의 가족을 찔러 죽이고 먹었습니다. 뭐야?
The old flesh rattled and grew still.
Rick?
Barb, relax. I was just trying to scare you to help you find your scream.
Well, I'm not scared.
별로 안
Rick.
무섭네.
I'm furious.
Then act furious. All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt and confused and you're...
She threw him out, but she kept a little something to remember him by.
Barb, have you seen my other crutch?
And she was still holding it when she fell asleep watching the Late Picture Show. Hours later...
Barbara! Walter, what's going on up there? Ah! Okay, I'm coming up, but if this is a trick, you're dead, Walter.
아 근데 이게 누가 깜짝이야. 이게 정말 단순히 걷는 게임이 아니라 이런 게임 플레이 방식이 진짜 좋은 것 같은데. 깜짝이야. 잠깐만. 야!
Walter, are you there?
이제 또 공포.
Walter had vanished, but his bedside radio was still on.
Orcas Island police describe the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand. Residents are urged to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of any suspicious activity.
Barbara turned, saw the hook man, and was speechless. He was quite smashing.
꺼져 이 새끼야.
And whoever he was, he couldn't get enough of Barbara.
Okay, Barbara. There's gotta be another way out of here.
다른 방.
That night, she played her part beautifully.
엄마.
She thought about abandoning Walter, but just couldn't do it.
아, 뭐 어쩌라고.
Molly's door hadn't been opened in years. The hinges groaned.
죽어 이 새끼야.
He wasn't moving, but she sensed the story might not be over yet.
죽어. 죽어. 없는 거 아니야?
The hookman had vanished. She listened for his breathing, but all she heard was...
누구세요? 엄마! 왜 문이 양쪽에 고양이 눈이야?
Someone at the door was dying to speak to young Barbara. At the door, she heard whispering. It was coming from inside the house.
집안에서 속삭이는 소리 들었대.
Oh dear.
저런?
The monsters had come to surprise her. For Barbara, it was a dream come true. Then she saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen. She was going to be famous. And with her final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life. I wasn't there myself, but I hear Barbara was magnificent. Poor girl. She had a taste for stardom. But unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night. And little Walter? Hiding under his bed the whole time. He took it all pretty hard, but that's another story. As for Barbara, tucked inside the music box is all they ever found of her. Her ear. Now that's what I call a real eerie tale.
Edie told me all Barbara wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending.
맞아요. 저 만화가 진실일 린 없어. 약간 죽어서도 유명해지고 싶은 저 갈고리한테 당하지 않았을까? 근데 약간 만화책으로 저렇게 한 거 아닐까? 왜 그러셨어요?
I guess now I know why Mom didn't like me playing with the music box.
아, 이제 지하실 가나봐. 정말 재밌는 게임이네요. 즐거웠습니다. 고생하셨어요. 엔딩. 헉! 야! 여기 부셔진 거 아까 그 만화책이잖아. 헉! 만화책에서 여기서 이렇게 떨어졌잖아. 진짜라는 거잖아. 집이 너무 어두워요. 왜 안 나와 노래? 저 노래 꺼지고 가자. 노래 꺼지고 가자. 귀는 그때 발견하고 치우지 않았을까? 아, 나 너무 무서워. 밝아.
Mom said the basement was off limits, unless I wanted another tetanus shot.
저기.
I saw Edie sneak down to the basement once, carrying packages.
에디가 누구였지?
I thought maybe she was hiding presents. She was hiding a lot more than that. I remember asking Mom once about where Walter had gone. She said after Barbara died, he got as far away as he could.
뭐야.
If there's a pattern in all these stories, I think it's that none of us has gotten very far.
월터?
Goodbye, everyone.
목소리 개
I
좋아.
can't believe I've been down here for 30 years. On that first day, after the shaking started, I didn't think I'd survive a week.
아까 동생.
But after a few days, I settled into a routine. That's what kept me sane. Having a schedule,
맛있겠다.
living for today.
배고픈데. 원샷.
I always
빵도네.
expected to be dead tomorrow. But if you wait long enough, you get used to anything.
뭐야? 반복되는 건가?
Even a monster on the other side of the door starts to feel warm,
반대편에 괴물이 있다고?
almost friendly.
지금 왼쪽에 달력 보면은 X자가 4개 쳐져 있거든요.
And then one day, everything just stopped.
멈췄다고?
Whatever that thing was,
2005년이네?
it was gone. Maybe it got tired of waiting. Or maybe I just got tired of being afraid. It's been a week now, the longest in 30 years. I'm done waiting.
왜 기다려?
I have to leave. Well, I still can.
야, 못 봤어, 자막. 에바야. 비밀통로 왜 이렇게 많아? 그냥 사세요, 제발 좀. 괴물 있다며.
I know it's out there somewhere. Whatever killed Barbara and Molly and Calvin.
다 뭐가 죽였어? 그래,
Maybe
빠빠들어.
this is all a mistake.
나 이런 씨.
But I need to stop living the same day, even if it kills me. Whatever's out there, I want you to know I'm ready for it. I'm going to appreciate all of it, especially the food.
맞아, 음식은 좋은 거야.
I don't mind if I only have a year left,
그래, 받기 좋아.
or a month,
1개월이든
or
언제든
a single
상관없다.
week.
일주일이든
I'd be happy with one new day.
새로운 날이면 행복하겠다.
I can already
맞아요,
imagine
여러분.
the sun
밖을 봐요.
on my face.
이런 미친. 죽었어? 아니, 그렇게 멋있게 나가놓고서는.
Walter died when I was 6. I can't believe my mom never told me he was down here. I'm sure my mom was trying to protect me.
여기부터. 야, 밖에 풍경, 그림이네? 주인공 17살.
Maybe she was afraid I'd end
이거
up.
괴물 나와요? 아니, 괴물 나와요?
But if she never told me about an uncle under the house,
집 아래 살고 있다.
I can only imagine what else she was hiding. I don't want to make the same mistakes she made,
안 나와요?
trying to bury something that's still alive.
어디요? 안 보여.
Now that there's only one of
야야,
us left,
기차 와.
or maybe two, I thought it was time I heard the stories for myself
셋이 괴물이라고?
and found out what happened to everyone else. But now I'm worried the stories themselves might be the problem. Maybe we believed so much in a family curse, we made it real.
우리가 저주를 실현시켰다. 여기서 죽었구나. 뭐야, 이 끊어져 있는데? 그 기차도 죽는 기차야?
I don't know if I should even be writing this.
이걸 써도 되는지 모르겠다.
Maybe it'd be better if all this just died with me.
씨. 누구세요? 센서인가?
But I thought you should know about your family.
야! 야, 그거 아니냐? 촉수물! 들어간대. 뭐야, 이거 무서워.
And the history you're a part of.
모두 포함된 그 역사를.
Though, to
처음에
be
그
honest, I
거기
feel as lost as you probably do right now.
그 하수구 얼굴 있는
I
것도
think the
봤는데
people in these stories believed them, for what that's worth.
아, 나 놀래라. 저기 안 가봐도 되겠지? 그러니까 대충적으로 내용을 설명드리자면은 이 아이가 가문에 혼자 남았어요. 여기 보시면은 얘만 남았어. 나머지가 다 없어. 나머지가 다 죽거나 사라졌어. 얘 혼자 남았어. 근데 이제 엄마가 죽기 전에 얘한테 열쇠를 준 거야. 그 열쇠를 시작해가지고 이제 우리 가문에 어떤 그 저주가 내린 건지 어떻게 죽은 건지를 알아가는 그런 것 같아요.
And when you look at the house,
집을
that
보면
history of imagination and stubbornness and madness,
광기의 역사를 보면
any of it seems possible.
다 가능할 것 같다. 열어. 이상 설명 중. 뭐야? 그러니까 가문에서 지금 혼자 남은 이 애가 지금 읽고 있는 것, 얘가 지금 하고 있는 거잖아요.
I think we've been
아, 얘가
surrounded by
그네.
death for so long, we've just gotten used to it.
익숙해진 것이라고 생각합니다.
What kind of family finishes building a cemetery before starting the house?
집을 짓기도 전에 묘지를 완공할까? 이제 집 가냐?
It's embarrassing for me to admit this, but
인정하기는 부끄럽지만 이거 묘비
the pet cemetery made me more uncomfortable than the human one.
애완동물 묘지가 좀
3 of the gerbils were mine, and 2 had been my fault. Sven built the house, but it was Edie who designed the cemetery.
에디가 묘지를 설계했다. 발바라 핀치, 월터, 에디 핀치, 스벤, 칼빈, 몰리 여자이고요. 몰리 여자이고 그 다음에 칼빈 아까 그 우주비행사 꿈이네. 그리고 스벤은 기록을 안 했나? 그 다음에 에디 내가 그림 안 그렸나? 아닌데 다 본 것 같은데. 그 다음에 월터 그리고 이렇게
I'm sure Odin's monument had been Edie's idea.
스벤은 나뭇잎? 어디? 여기 있다. 땡큐. 오딘의
My mom
기념비는
was always
분명히
trying to move on, but
완전히
for Edie,
잊어버리죠.
the past never went away.
에디에게 과거가 사라지지 않았다. 동상.
She could see it poking out of the water at low tide.
과거가 고개를 내미는 것을 그녀가 볼 수 있다.
Edie said she dreamed about the old house every night.
저게 그 집이구나. 그 부셔진 집 갖고 오다가 이제 돌아가.
Edie's side was always easier for me to understand. But the older I get, the more I can see where my mom was coming from. Her dad had been pretty strict, but it wasn't enough to save her brothers. She was just trying to do better.
더 잘해보려고.
She lost 2 of her brothers, just like I did. I get why she tried so hard to protect us. We never found Milton's body, so my mom insisted we were putting up a monument, not a tombstone.
유해를 찾지 못했다 밀턴에. 모자?
There's so many things I wish I could ask my mom now.
엄마에게 물어보고
Part
싶은
of me
것이
thinks
많다.
this is what she wanted all along. For me to come back someday and find everything out for myself.
스스로 알아내는 것. 근데 아직 복잡하긴 하다 내용이, 그쵸?
But
아직
looking
좀
back on it now,
지금 되돌아보면
if she told me there was going to be so much climbing,
엄마가 말했더라.
I never would have come when I was 22 weeks pregnant.
아, 임신 중이었어? 야, 아까 배 나왔다 한 거 누구야? 부러지는 거 아니야 이거? 어디 올라가? 아, 저기 있다.
I never met Grandpa Sam, but I think he and my mom had a lot in common.
임신으로 나온 아이가 일기를 읽고 있는 거라고요? 얘가 임신 22주차 때 오지 않았을 거다라고 하는 건 자기가 임신 22주차라는 게 아니야?
They were both pretty intense.
안녕?
Sam spent his life shooting photos, but Mom said he got nervous being in front of the camera. I guess we're all afraid of something.
Sam? Sam? 아, 처음에 책을 읽고 있는 거?
Dawn,
아, 그게
I
도착한
promise.
게 아니었어?
We'll never forget this weekend.
Yes, sir.
These memories are gonna last a lifetime.
What?
책
Am I
가!
gonna have to shoot anything?
It's perfect.
It's gonna rain the whole weekend, isn't it? Please just take the damn picture.
Hey, language.
Did you want to get a picture of me or what? I will never forget this weekend, Dad.
That's this. Okay, got it.
I'm gonna take some pictures, okay?
Just be careful. That camera's older than you are.
뭔가 이거 되게 좋다. 뭔가 진짜 사진 찍는 기분이야.
You're right, Dad. It's starting to clear up. Still freezing, though.
근데 뭐 찍으라는 거야? 아, 여기 새.
Aw.
아, 너무 이쁘다. 그 몰리가 잡아먹으려고 했던 새다.
Definitely should not have drunk all that coffee.
Nothing quite like being
아빠!
outside.
아빠 쉬!
Hold still while I take a picture.
Hey,
That's a keeper.
I'm just saying. I'm not always gonna be here, Don. You'll need to remember this stuff
아빠!
if you want to survive.
I'll be fine, Dad.
You know who else thought he was gonna be fine?
Some guy who died.
Don, I'm being serious.
I know, Dad. You're always serious.
어우씨.
Doesn't being out here make you want to chill out?
Well, to tell you the truth, I haven't been out here in 20 years.
아빠
Don, don't
찍었잖아.
you think you could find something more interesting to photograph?
흥미로운 거?
Dad!
Good eyes, Don. Before you take the shot, let me get a picture of you.
Dad, I
샷! 이런 거 보면 아이가 있으면 좋겠다. 그치?
do I have to do this?
Dawn, you don't have to do anything. But if you want to survive... Great shot, Dawn!
에반디? 울어.
I'm proud of you, Dawn. Always remember that, okay?
아이한테 저런 거 벌써 가르쳐주면 안 되지.
Sorry, Dawn, just gotta reset the timer.
Dad, it's twitching. I think
That's
it's
totally normal, Dawn. Just focus on the camera. Try not to think about...
Of all these stories, that's the one I wish most that my mom had told me.
너무 지금까지 나온 것 중에 제일 너무 슬프게 죽은 거 아니야? 아니야.
Instead of hiding from death, Sam seemed to go out of his way to meet it.
솔직히 딸 앞에서 죽는 게 너무... 아니야, 들어가. 그리고 그게 사진으로 남았다는 게 너무...
After Sam died, my mom and Edie got really close. They'd both lost a lot.
애기방? 뭐야. 안녕 애기야. 애기 태어나자마자 죽었나봐. 아니 왜 내려놓으세요? 아니 읽어봅시다. 넘어가.
Dear Kay, do you remember the way Gregory used to laugh when he thought he was alone? Like something funny was happening, but only he could see it.
걔만 볼 수 있었을 때. 안녕.
I think he saw things the rest of us don't.
아이고 이뻐. 비행기 날아가요. 어쩌라는 거지? 말이야. 뭐야 나 개구리야?
Giggly.
That time's over, Gregory. It's time to... Hold on, sweetie.
내 엄마.
Hello?
Giggly.
Sam, I told you I don't want to talk right now.
Giggly.
귀여워. 먹어. 개구리.
What his world was like.
야 빨리 먹어. 샷발 지리고요.
Reminded me so much of Calvin.
나도 가운데서 춤추기.
Lost in his imagination.
얘들아 다 같이 놀자. 호호이. 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 도도도도 다들 모여주세요. 자 갑니다. 원, 투, 호호이.
Sorry about that, Gregory.
괜찮아요.
I know you did everything you could. Maybe if I hadn't called that night.
전화하지 않았더라. Check it out.
Come on, I
떠잉.
don't want Gregory to hear this.
떠잉. 떠잉. 떠잉.
I wish you could have told us.
다시 한번 와보다. 떠잉. 다 같이 놀아요. 떠잉.
I'm sure he's happy. And he'd want you to be happy too. Good luck, Kay. Love, Sam.
아, 익사한 거야? 내가 애를 죽였어.
I can't imagine my mom ever writing poetry, and yet.
거스를 위한 시.
A poem for Gus, who always said the wedding was a bad idea. Our father never hit us kids, at least not very hard, before the day my brother said with teenage disregard that he'd be dead before he'd see a wedding in our yard.
자기가 죽을 것이라고? 와.
My father made him come, of course, but Gus stood far apart, just flew his kite and bottled up the storm inside his heart.
아, 안녕하세요. 감사합니다.
I tried to talk
와주셔서.
him out of it, but though he'd never met her, we don't need a stepmom were the words that I remembered.
근데 게임 방식 진짜 좋다. 와.
When the time for photos came, Dad ordered him to come here. But Gus declined and as a sign held up his middle finger. The wind picked up and panicked geese appeared and quickly went. But all the humans did that day was go inside the tent. The rain came down in buckets then, but no one seemed afraid
Whoa.
that nature might destroy the tent our dad had crudely made. The thunder sounded much too close and full of angry power. But all my father said to this was, "Make the music louder."
Make the music louder.
I wish that I could truly say I thought about you on that day. Out there on the beach alone, just you, the wind, the sea, and foam. But I didn't. Until we found you.
연날리 다 뒤졌어?
She never talked about him, but Mom told me once if I was a boy, they were going to name me Gus. My mom moved up to the loft after her brothers died.
텐트에
At
의해서
the
죽은 것 같아.
time, it was as far away as she could get. My mom moved to India a week after graduation and got a job teaching English. She spent a summer building houses in Calcutta, where she met my dad, Sanjay.
아빠 산제이를 만났고
Louis was born a year later.
루이스 1년 후에 태어났다. Uh-oh.
When my dad died, I don't think Mom knew where else to go. I'm sure Edie
아빠가
was happy to
죽었을
have
때
her back.
엄마가 돌아와서 기뻤을 거다, 에디는.
And to see
밀튼
kids in the house again.
집에서 다시 아이들을 볼 수 있게 되었으니까. 아, 지금 이거는 좀 약간 어린 아이들이 죽었네. 지금 밀튼이랑 좀 나왔네. 아, 잠깐만. 이거를 지금 그러면은 에디스 이거 내 거고. 이거 나네? 아, 그러네. 아, 저 엄마 거를 보고 있는 건가? 헷갈려. 이거 지금 걸어다니는 이거 내 거? 이거 내 형제 거? 리비스 얘고? 그 다음에 밀튼 이거 내 형제고. 맞지? 아, 맞네.
The house had to get a little bigger,
헷갈렸어.
but Edie was used to that.
그러니까
And for
이제
a while, things were good,
한동안
almost
좋았다.
normal,
거의 정상인 느낌?
but it didn't last.
하지만 오래가지 않았다. 지금 보면은 이제 내 형제들밖에 안 남았거든요. 아니네. 저 던 남았네. 저걸 던이라 있나? 아, 영어 이름 너무 어렵다.
The beginning of the
What the?
end was Milton's 10th birthday, when Edie gave him a castle.
밀턴의 10세 생일 때 에디가 성을 사준 것으로 이제 밀턴 이야기로 가나봐. 안녕하세요. 산제이도 남아있다고? 산제이가 어딨어? 아, 그러네. 그러네. 남은 사람이 꽤 있구만. 발자국?
I think Edie was happy to finally have another painter in the family.
에디가 걔잖아. 그 몰리 고양이 그린 거 아니야? 올라가 봅시다. 자, 밀튼이네요. 밀튼. 마법의 불.
Milton Finch in The Magic Paintbrush.
안녕하세요. 네, 공포 게임 아닌데 제가 공포 게임으로 만들고 있어요. 우와. 아우치. 문을 그리네. 인사를 하고 문을 닫았어. 뭐야? 진짜 이렇게 사라졌다고?
I was 4 when Milton disappeared.
4살. 어디로 든 문이라고? 요거잖아, 이 붓.
Mom spent months searching for my brother. Then she sealed the doors.
이 문이네? 근데 지금 보면은 문 쪽으로 발자국이 돼 있는데 다시 돌아가는 발자국이거든? 뭐지?
Whatever Milton had found in the house, Mom didn't want it getting out.
밀턴이 집에서 발견한 것을 엄마는 내보내고 싶지 않았다. 아, 나 괜히 왔네. 불금도 딱 끝났어.
Mom definitely blamed Edie, but I think Lewis blamed himself. After he graduated, he just spent more and more time in his room. Until Mom got him a job at the cannery.
통조림? 개 무서워. 뭐야 이 의자는? 아니 집이 왜 이렇게 희한하게 생긴 거야 정말로. 네, 거의
Lewis's
아웃라스트급.
room smelled very, very familiar.
이거 물담배 아니냐?
Lived on.
산투안. 편지네요.
Dear Mrs. Finch, as Lewis's psychiatrist,
정신과 의사?
I can understand your desire for an explanation. As I see it, the trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for substance abuse. Newly sober, I believe Lewis first noticed the monotony of
아,
his daily
통조림.
life. He kept working at the cannery,
손 안 잘리게 조심.
but he withdrew part of himself. In our sessions, I saw the same behavior.
다음.
His mind began to
그래 마음이 뭐야? 그래 마음이 뭐야? 마음이 뭐야? 마음이 뭐야? 설마 손나? 진짜로?
wander.
아니구나.
I asked him to describe it.
허우샤.
He said he started small, imagining a labyrinth.
그가 말했습니다.
He'd feel his way about. Then something moved. Bats. And toads.
두꺼비요.
And things that have not names.
아, 밀린다.
He knew it was all in his head. But he took it very seriously.
밀린다. 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 잠깐만.
I had hoped he'd find himself. But he found something more. I worried about him then. Daydreaming at the cannery,
공상하는 것을 걱정했습니다.
I spoke with his boss. But he said Lewis had become a model employee. Methodical, tireless, focused.
잔인한 건 알아서 할게요. 가, 통조림 가. 멀티가 안 돼.
Like a whole new Lewis.
전혀 새로운 루이스의 모습이다.
So I let him go on.
그래서 내버려뒀다. 왜 그러셨어요?
I even encouraged him.
저는 그를 격려했다.
It seemed very promising at first.
아주 잘 되는 것 같았다.
He told me he'd made a new friend.
그가 이름 붙인 도시에
On the edge of a city he named Lewis Topia.
새 친구를 사귀었다고
He
저에게
built the city
말했습니다.
up slowly, brick by brick.
벽돌을 쌓아서 도시를 세웠다.
Then he
아,
made
부금 좋고.
musicians.
부금 좋고.
And
Oh,
songs
so-
for them to play.
왕이 됐네, 망상 속에서.
He talked about starting a band,
밴드를. 아, 야, 노래 좋고.
and he was always humming something. Every day his imagination grew stronger.
상상은 쩐다.
He no longer spoke at the cannery, but his chopping was as reliable as ever. Then one day it struck him that all the
맞아요.
cheering crowds,
신난다.
even the stones under his feet, were all in his imagination. So he could do whatever he wished.
원하는 것을 무엇이든 할 수 있다. 그치? 헛! 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 충청!
He held an election for mayor,
당연히 시장이
and he
되겠지.
won.
네가 대빵인데.
They begged him to stay, but his mind was already wandering. It became a game for him.
망상 완전 커졌어. 루이스토피아.
He'd conquer a city, then immediately push on.
정복했대 도시를.
New Louisville.
뉴 루이스빌. 아, 망상충 이래서 안 돼요.
St. Louis.
세인트 루이스.
He started drifting away from our reality. Minneapolis, until one day he forgot to go home from the cannery.
통자림
Even as
공장에서
his
집으로
mother
가는 걸.
pleaded with him, part of Louis kept sailing on.
루이스, come on! Come back home!
In Louisburg, he heard rumors of a
뭐야? 아름다운 왕자, 멋있는 여왕. 왕자님.
beautiful prince.
왕자님.
The prince was on his own quest for
빛나는 무지개.
radiant rainbows.
아, 죄송.
He followed the sound of his
하프랑 기타로다가
electric sitar.
노래 좋고요.
His
잠깐,
chase led him to a
생선
golden
잠깐 킵
palace
좀 하자.
east of the sun and west of the moon.
태양의 동쪽, 달의 서쪽에 있는 황금 궁전으로 향했대요.
Even then, his logic remained
Oh, yeah.
sound.
야, 이제 망상이 완전 덮었어.
He knew the world was all in his imagination.
상상이라는 걸 알고 있대요. 아우야. 여기
But he
쩐다.
was so proud of having created it.
이걸 자기가 만들어내서 자랑스러워하는 거야?
In his own eyes, he'd become something greater than a king.
왕보다 더 위대했다? 자기 상상이니까?
For someone who'd never known success in the real world, I think it was overwhelming. And then it struck him that the real Louis was not the one chopping salmon, but the one climbing the steps of a golden palace.
이게 나다.
My
이게
imagination is as real
일하면서
as my
망상하는
body,
거예요.
he told me. It was hard to argue with him.
왜? 이제 일이 끝난 거야. 생각하다가.
He began to forget the world we know. I think it pained him to remember Lewis, the cannery worker.
통조림 공장 근로자가 어때서?
He began to despise the man with a royal contempt.
안녕 친구야. 핀스. 설마 나 아니냐?
I still thought I could save him. Even after he said he was being crowned king over all the lands of wonder. The palace would be packed with his companions. Including the wise Calico who had insisted on advising him.
여기 죽는 거 아니야? 여기 죽는 거 아니야?
His prince waited, holding his crown. There was only one thing left to do.
마지막에 죽는 거 나올라나? 너무 징그러울 것 같은데 조심하세요.
Bend down his head.
이거 목 잘리는 거잖아요.
And the rest I think you know. Mrs. Finch, your son was a kind man who will be missed by all of us who knew him.
단두대였어.
My brother was really cool. I wish you could have met him.
너도 만날 수 있었으면 좋았을 텐데. 누구한테 말하는 거야? 오빠 왜 그랬어요?
On the way back from Lewis's funeral, my mom told me to start packing. She waited until the day before we left to tell Edie. I'm not sure if she wanted to make it easier or harder. I wish we'd stayed.
남고 싶. 씨 갑자기. 뭐세요? 뭐야 이 마시멜로?
But I understand why we left. My mom ended up leaving everything behind.
모든 것을 남겨두고 떠났다.
What happened that night had been coming for a long time.
그 밤에 일어났네. 그 밤에 뭐가
Maybe it should
일어났는데?
have come sooner.
뭐가 일어났는데요?
But it had to end one way or another. All that's left now was to tell you
최상층
about
같은데?
that last night.
마지막 밤? 마지막 밤에 일어난 이야기? 이제 마지막 이야기인가 봐. 깃털? 처음에 펼쳤던 처음에 펼쳤던 책이다.
That whole last day, Edie just watched us pack and didn't say a word. Until supper, when she raised her glass and said,
"To our final night together, and all our final nights apart."
Grandma, you know what I said about alcohol. Some of your medications are
Dang
very
it.
specific.
I left a present for you in the hallway. Why don't you go open it? The grown-ups have to argue now.
I'm sorry, you're right. We're all leaving tomorrow. Let's just enjoy our last...
I'm not leaving.
Edith, you're excused.
난 안 가. 할머니는 가고 싶지 않으신가 봐.
The power had been shut off that morning, but Edie always had plenty of candles. When my mom sealed the library, I don't think she knew about the other entrance. Or that Edie had a key to it.
아, 이 가족은 진짜 하루 종일 아주 그냥. 아, 진짜.
That thing you're afraid of isn't going to end when you leave the house.
몰래 듣는 거네. 어떻게 올라가요?
Edith has a right to know these stories.
My children are dead because of your stories. I think it's best if Edith and I leave tonight. We'll have the nursing home send a van for you in the morning. Okay?
Okay. History of the Pinches by Eddie Finch. 할머니 요양원에 가고 우리 따로 살겠다 이런 거 같은데.
Dear Edith, there's so many stories I wish I could tell you.
와, 이 얘기를 해야 된다고서는 자기가 얘기를 하는 거야?
What happened on the night you were
태어난 밤에 일어난 이야기다.
That night, the tide went way, way out.
할머니 머리
It was
보소.
the first and last time I ever saw the old house aground. There'd been an earthquake out in the middle of the ocean. They called it the lowest tide in 1,000 years. God, it smelled awful. You know, I've seen that house every day of my life.
아하. 어디로 와야 돼요?
But I never thought I'd go back to it.
아, 저 버려진 저 집을
When
가는
the
건가 봐.
fog rolled in, I lost my way.
이 길로 쭉 가면 된다. 쭉 가면 된다. 이 길로 쭉 가면 된다. 그럴걸?
I got turned around.
개 무서워.
For a while, I
어디야?
started seeing things.
아, 나 이러시 깜짝이야, 씨. 죽는다.
Things I'd forgotten had ever existed.
집이다.
But when I saw them, they felt like old friends.
Old friends.
That night, a lot of things came back to me.
Came back to me.
Or maybe I came back to them.
Back to them.
Things I can't explain, but that I need you to try and...
Edith, what are you doing in here?
It's mine.
Edith!
Mom, you're gonna rip it! Let go! I kicked and screamed, but Mom dragged me to the car and
마지막은 저 집 가나 봐. 아, 망했다.
I never saw Great Grandma Edie again.
할머니.
The next morning, the van came to pick her up, but she was already gone.
사라졌대.
After that, we moved around a lot. We both tried to make the best of it. A few years went by.
우와.
My mom didn't like to talk about it. But she started getting sick a lot. The rest happened pretty quickly. She got better for a while, and then she didn't. And then I was alone. The last Finch left alive. Until I found out about you. I'm still not sure what to tell you about all this. If we lived forever, maybe we'd have time to understand things. But as it is, I think the best we can do is try to open our eyes. And appreciate how strange and brief all of this is.
저기 엄마 뱃속 아니냐?
This journal was supposed to be for you. But now I hope you'll never see it. I just want to meet you and tell you all these stories myself. But I guess if you're reading this now, things didn't work out that way.
엄마는 죽은 거야? 또 추억 돋는데 이거
This is where your story begins. I'm sorry I won't be there to see it. It's a lot to ask, but I don't want you to be sad that I'm gone. I want you to be amazed that any of us ever had a chance to be here at all. Good luck.
아들이 저거 옆에 없었는데. 저 어린애가 혼자 온 거야? 아 근데 나 솔직히 말해서 게임이 무슨 내용인지 이해가 안 돼. 아 엄마가 죽어서 슬픈데 게임이 무슨 내용인지 모르겠어. 슬픈데 이해가 안 돼. 뭘 말해주고 싶은 거야? 슬픈데 무슨 게임인지 모르겠어. 엄마가 죽어서 슬픈데 무슨 내용인지 모르겠어. 두 번 보면 이해 간다고? 아 싫어 아니야. 게임 플레이 프로그래머, 엔지니어, 제작자들 제작자. 약간 이 게임이 뭘 말하고 싶은지가 너무 어려운 것 같아. 근데 재밌긴 진짜 재밌었거든? 근데 뭘 말하고 싶은지 이해가 안 돼. 그리고 하나도 안 무서웠어. 하나도 안 무섭네. 그러니까 이 전체적인 스토리는 자기 아들에게 편지를 쓴 거야. 야 그러면은 그 엄마는 야 애가 그러면 애는 어디서 나왔지? 그럼 왜 죽은 거지? 출산 중 죽은 건가? 아 실화를 바탕으로 한 거야? 아 그래요? 벌써 한 사람. 젊은 나이인데. 아, 저주나 이런 걸 믿지 않고 살아가라. 근데 아까 엄마가 마지막에 쓴 편지 내용에는 너가 이렇게 나오기에는 우리 가족이 이런 게 있었다 이런 식으로 아니야? 약간 좀 어렵다. 야, 근데 이 게임을 만드는데 이렇게 또 많은 제작자분들이 또 고생을 하셨네. 몰라, 누군 싫어하고 누군 싫어가 아니라 그냥 우선 게임이라고 생각하자. 짧고 소중한 삶을 소중히 여기라. 우선적으로 정말 한 게 없어요. 마우스 클릭이랑 WASD? W밖에 안 눌렀어. 좌우 살짝이랑. 완전 걷는, 그냥 완전 그냥 걷기만 한 건데. 그냥 걷기만 했는데 약간 보는 게 많았던 것 같아. 근데 좀 뭘 느끼는지 더 쉽게 풀어줬으면 더 좋았을 텐데. 꼭 이런 좋은 게임들은 꽁꽁 숨겨놓더라고, 속뜻을. 스토리 마이? 그러게요. 잘 모르겠네요. 그거는 그 나무위키 쪽 가시면은 자세하게 나와있지 않을까요? 우선 재밌었어. 미안해하는 거. 더 뭐세요? The end. 전 다 봤네요. 진짜 딱 2시간 걸렸네. 2시간 걸렸는데 연출이 진짜 좋았어. 아, 지금 시청자분 중에 한 분이 이렇게 얘기해줬어요. 그러니까 자기의 엄마처럼 저주에 벗어나기보다는 자식한테 탄생할 수 있는 그 기회 자체를 우선 감사하라 하는 것 같아요. 그러네. 그러네. 저주로서 우리는 부르네. 우리는 저주 때문에 다 죽을 거야 라기보다는 우선은 그 2억의 경쟁률을 뚫고 나온 것 자체가 행운이니까 그걸 감사하게 생각하라는 건가? 그렇네. 아, 그러네. 그렇게 말하니까 또 쉽네. 약간 그런 식으로 생각할 수 있겠구만. 그렇네. 2억의 경쟁률을. 그래서 마지막에 그거 나오는 거 그거 통로 그거 아니야? 아, 그러네. 그런가봐. 그렇네.